Hi, my name is Ryan Fitzpatrick and welcome to the Burren food fair. Today I'm going to cook cured salmon gravlax with a few other little things like pickled shallots, some brown bread crisp, and we'll show you step by step on how to do it. So first here we have equal parts sugar and salt. So I used a cup of sugar and a cup of salt. To that I put 3 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 2 tablespoons of peppercorns, and then I have some fresh fennel from the garden. You can use dill, any of that, it's just I have loads of fennel, so I use that. So you just cut it up roughly. It's for the cure, so it's not really, it's going to be washed off at the very end, so it doesn't really matter. You can do it real rough. So then you just give it a little bit of a mix. And then to that we'll take 2 lemons. Then we just get the zest of the lemon. The more lemon the better. I like a lot of lemon. And then like with your spices, you can put anything you want really. Like if you don't like coriander, you could sub it out for a different type of peppercorn, like pink peppercorn, anything really. And then with all the ingredients, if you want it stronger, put in more. But with regards to lemon, it's the main flavour in it. So obviously lemon and fish go really well together. So that should be loads. So then just keep mixing it until it's really nicely incorporated. That should be fine there. And then we have a nice piece of fresh salmon. So you can do this recipe. This recipe kind of does for 2. So it's just a regular fillet that you get down your fishmonger. Just time to take off the skin. And then, so we'll just take it off the board. We'll leave it on that. Just put a little bit of the mixture down first so that it cures from all sides. So then just pop it in. Like generously cover it with the salt mix. Kind of give it a pat down. The more you put on it, the better, because it takes out the moisture in the fish, so it'll dissolve fairly fast. So that's that. So just put that into the fridge for later, and then after 24 hours, depending on the size of the fish, it'll come out like this. So you can see it's gone like pure, all liquid. It's taken all the moisture out of the fish. So then you take it out, kind of scrape off all of your salt and sugar, and make sure you get off all of the peppercorns and coriander seeds, because you don't want to be chomping down one of those later. So then we'll just wash it off in the sink over here. Just generally, you don't have to worry about it too much, because it's fairly, since it's cured, it has firmed up a lot, so it's not your regular piece of salmon. So we can just leave that sit there for a little while while we do the rest. So then we move on to our pickled shallots. So just use a regular shallot. You can any type. You can use red onion, white onion, anything you like. These are nice and sweet, so it kind of works. So for the pickle, we're going to use 100 milliliters of vinegar, any type you like, champagne, organic, any other type of vinegar, 100 ml of water, and 100 grams of sugar. Then you just put it on the heat until the sugar is dissolved. Doesn't take that long, about 3 or 4 minutes. Then while you're doing that, you just slice up your onions. You can do it by hand. This is nice and easy. So not too thin, because if you they'll kind of dissolve in the liquid if they're too thin. So you want them just a little bit thicker so they hold up. And then also for the pickle, what I like to do is I like to put chamomile flowers into it. You can use chamomile like a tea bag, anything like that works. It's just that I have a chamomile plant outside, so you can do that. I find it kind of takes the harshness out of a pickle, so it's not really strong. It gives it a nice other kind of a sweet kind of floral note off it, like they're fresh, they're like beautiful. But as I said, tea bag worked perfect. And then like the pickle you can use it for anything: carrots, onions, any type of vegetable. Just bring the quantities up and you can pickle whatever you like. So while we're waiting for that to boil, it's nearly there. I made some brown bread crisps. So I just cut any type of brown bread. It doesn't have to be fresh, anything like that, stale or better. You just cut it really thin, oil, salt and pepper on a tray, about like 8 minutes, and it just once it's nice and crispy, that's it. And then you let it cool down, and then so you can just break it up into bits like that. So that'll be just kind of a little garnish. So the pickle is dissolved, the sugar. So I just get these, or you can put them in here, either or, and then just pour your pickle over it. And then just let that sit. So you can let it sit for like an hour, something like that, just for the pickle to really do its work. You could eat them straight away, but you want to leave it that little bit longer so it really gets the flavour into it. So these are ones I did earlier. So like as you can see, they're a little bit more translucent, and then they've really taken on the flavour of it. So then for the rest of the dish, it's a very straightforward dish. Once you have the salmon done, you can literally do whatever you want. You can put it on toast. You can do anything you like at all. So then in these little bags here, I have creme fraiche. It's just a little bit of salt and pepper. And then in this one, it's a little bit more complicated. It's a lemon gel. So you use lemon juice, sugar, water, and agar-agar. It's kind of Japanese. It's a plant-based gelling agent, and it sets anything really hard. And then once you blend it, that's it. It just goes into like a fluid gel, they call it. So actually, I'll slice the salmon. The sharper the knife, the better. If you have like a kind of a long filleting knife or something like that, that works as well. So sharper the knife, the better. And then cut it. You can cut it as thick or as thin as you want. I prefer to do it really nice and thin. It's just because it kind of is a little, it's cured, you know, so like it's your personal preference really. If it, I don't really like it too thick because it's just the texture, but I just love the flavour. It's definitely one of my all-time favourites. People who have ever worked with me have definitely kind of done this in every place. It's just a crowd pleaser. So then you can see it, like it's really nice and shiny. It's brought out all the oils, and it's just really, really nice. So lay it down however way you like. In no way in particular at all. As I said, like this is actually, it's really nice, kind of diced up, mixed with some creme fraiche and herbs and stuff, and put it on like a little crostini. They're really, really nice as well. So I think that's enough. So that's kind of half, and that's giving me about 5 slices, so it's good for 2 portions. So then after that, we open up our little bags. And then this you just put on as much or as little as you like, but it's a really nice little kind of garnish. Like the white really stands out on the salmon. And then with the lemon gel, this is like quite powerful, you know, so it's like, it's kind of thick, but it's definitely a powerful gel. You can kind of water it down if you wanted to put more sugar in it, but I like the kind of the acidy kick off it. It's really nice. And then not as many dots because it is quite powerful, but I'll just put a few on it. Then our brown bread crisps. Place them whatever way you like, kind of break them up, kind of stagger them a little bit. But then you could do this with any kind of bread you have lying around. I just like brown bread because it's kind of traditional brown bread and salmon. Okay. And then our pickled shallots, we'll take them out. I wouldn't eat the flowers, you probably could, but I just wouldn't like it. So then pick the shallots, kind of break them up a little bit. And just place them around. And then we have some, from that fennel that I put in the marinade, I have these, this is the fennel flower. So you just cut off the little tops of it. It's only a garnish really, but they have a nice anisey flavour that goes really well with fish. So I've actually, for other things, you can dehydrate these and then blitz them up into a little bit of powder, or I put them through a few different grades of sieves, and it gives you a really nice gold powder. And then just like a little sprinkle on fish or pork or anything like that is really, really nice. Just a few of those. Then a bit more fennel for garnish. And then that's really it. So just nice and simple, using good ingredients and good, clean, fresh flavors. This is cured salmon with pickled shallots, lemon gel, creme fraiche, brown bread crisps, and a few little kind of garnishes from our garden.